I was walking down a local sidewalk near the bar when an older man wearing a trench coat approached me. "You look like a man who cares about his looks." A little drunk and tired, I said, Uh, I guess. "Would you be interested in some anti-wrinkle cream?" He then pulled his trench coat wide open. For a second I was expecting something other than anti-wrinkle cream. But alas, his inside, each side of his trench coat, were tins of what looked like store-bought anti-wrinkle cream. "It's only $1 for a tin." I bought a tin, assuming that this man was probably homeless. He was scraggly looking and seemed like he was only there, I don't know, 60% mentally. In precaution, I asked the man where he got the tins from. He said that they were from down the street at Walmart. He said there was a bunch on sale for 50 cents a tin. He was making a 50-cent profit off of me, but I didn't care because he looked like he needed the money. I thanked him for the tin and started for home. Now, a little bit about my family. My wife and I had been married for about 9 years. We had 2 kids, a 7-year-old girl named Anna and a 10-year-old boy named Cal. We lived in a nice suburban home in a town with a population of about 6,000 people. Everything in our life was perfect. When I got home, I told my wife what had happened. I gave the tin full of anti-wrinkle cream to her as a gift, since I came home a bit drunk. She read the instructions on the back. It seemed like someone had put their own label on it. It simply said anti-wrinkle cream on the front, and on the back it had directions. Only one direction was labeled: apply to skin after a warm shower. She decided to use it in the morning. My wife used some of the cream in the morning, of course after taking a warm shower. It seemed as if the wrinkles disappeared in a matter of minutes. She then left for work, anxious to brag about her new wrinkle-free skin. I was a stay-at-home dad for the time. I was going back to school at night during my master's degree in business. So, as my wife was at work, I cleaned the house and took the kids to and from their elementary school. Today was different, though. The kids had a day off, so that day I didn't. We spent the day watching old reruns of Scooby-Doo. We ended up having some pizza rolls for lunch. I'm not much of a cook. We were probably on our 10th straight episode of Scooby-Doo when Anna walked into the bathroom and came back holding the anti-wrinkle cream. She said, "Dad, what is this?" "Oh, that's just Mom's anti-wrinkle cream." "What does it do?" "Well, it makes you look younger." "I want to try it." "Heh, go ahead, try it. Maybe you'll look like a baby." Anna and Cal both laughed. She then spread the cream all over her face. Within minutes, I could see that it was working once again. All the little blemishes on her face started to fade. Then, it started working too well. I could see steam coming off of Anna's face as she screamed for help. Her skin started to erode, leaving only bone to be exposed. She then started screaming and flailing her arms wildly. She turned gaunt, then dropped to the floor. All of her skin where she applied the cream had been replaced with only bone. I sat there trembling. What had just happened? My daughter had just died right before my eyes, and I was to blame. Cal and I sat there bawling. Suddenly there came a knock at the door. It was a weak knock. I could barely hear it over Cal crying. I stumbled to the door and opened it to find the old man standing there, smiling. "You didn't follow the directions." And then he vanished before I could take a swing at him. In the distance, I could hear him laughing. I didn't understand what he meant. I'd followed the simple directions. Or had I? I started crying more after realizing that Anna had not taken a warm shower before applying the cream. I had just killed my only daughter. The police took up the case. After further investigation, Anna's death was ruled an accident. The police talked to one of the managers of Walmart. The manager said he had seen the old man observing the anti-wrinkle cream tins. He never bought anything. They looked over the security cameras on the date in which the old man was spotted. They went through all 24 hours of footage and never saw the old man. It was like he never existed.